This is my new rallycross car. It's a 2000 Impreza and it is a beaut. It was kind of a gambler car, so if you can see, it's lifted on a Subaru Forester suspension. These tires are definitely not what we're going to be using for rallycross. And it has a fully upgraded exhaust. We have Inferno unequal length headers, Borla exhaust, and we have a white line 24mm rear sway bar. So it has some cool things to make it ready for rally, like this mismatched hood with a non-functional hood scoop. And we've got hood pins because it gotten some front end damage and nothing really lines up. To make this rally ready for Rallycross Fest next month in Snoqualmie, Washington, we're putting on a skid plate, real Pirelli rally tires, and we'll put in some new lighting. Okay, this build is going to be a lot different than my other ones. There's not going to be a turbo, and I'm not going to really do anything to add power. We're just going to try to keep it from killing itself. So we're starting with the skid plate. This is a TBW, but I don't have the hardware. Obviously, I got this uninstalled, but not really new in the box. We've got the door so that you can still change your oil. And this is going to connect to the bumper somewhere. Nothing on the front end of this is straight, so we're going to kind of figure it out. Let's see what it looks like. So under here, looking at how this goes together, there we have two mounting holes here, which are aligned with these two bolts on the cross members, so we get to take those off and then put them back in to hold this up. And if we did that, then that puts the rest of this between these two tow hooks right here and here, and then we can still change the oil when that door is open. And now looking up here, I'm missing like a lot of the plastic pieces that were on this car, but I have two, there's 4 holes, mounting plates on this, and 2 of them align with threaded holes in the chassis. So that's great, we'll use those. They look like to be an M6. And then 2 of them don't seem to align with anything, but I think if we have 4 bolts on here, that's probably gonna be good. Then we have this guy, which has the same 2 mounting holes that will go into the threaded, and then 2 that don't. But we might zip tie it to itself. This is gonna be a really different build from the CRX. And probably zip tie or something to the bumper. Let's figure it out. Well, just when I thought things were going easy, we broke that, so I'm gonna go ahead and not use impact down here anymore. So incredibly, with the ratchet, it came out like 4 threads, and then the next turn it just ripped the bolt in half. So this is Subaru life. Drilled out the nuts, the bolts that were hopelessly stuck in there. And now I'm preparing the surface to weld studs in. And I'm using the skid plate to shield me from all the sparks and stuff that's been flying off as I drilled out these studs. Drilled out these bolts. What's going on here? Why? Why? Starting a fire, okay. There we go. Okay, there we go. Put the fire out. Okay, now we got that tack welded to the chassis. Brilliant. Where's my pliers? Since we broke off those bolts, I tack welded the plate to the subframe, and then I welded studs. And now, look at that. And that's only one side. So this, we got them on the studs I welded. These are into the threaded holes that were in the chassis. We're using random nuts I found. These don't go anywhere. I think maybe there was like a plastic thing that was supposed to be here would have had a mounting hole there, so there's not gonna be anything there. And then these we're missing whatever that was. So we're just gonna stitch zip tie here to here, here to here, here to here. We're not gonna go full ruined 4-banger on this build, but we're definitely not going to the fastidious perfectness that I try for on the CRX. This one, we're gonna just send it and it's gonna be cool. Boom, boom. That ain't going anywhere. Tucked this here so that anything coming this way isn't gonna catch the skid plate because of the bumper. And then I installed the door for the oil using OEM Honda bolts that were electric blue pearl. So that puts the skid plate is done. Check. Let's do the headlight. Now this car has working headlights. There's no grill. Maybe we'll put a grill in. But they're like urine yellow. I don't like them. But one thing we're not going to cut corners on because Oxido sent us these for free. This is their LED headlights, H49003. It's 6500 Kelvin. 6500 Kelvin is like that very, very white. So let's try these out. I have put Oxido bulbs in some of the cars on this channel before. I like them. They're bright. They're quiet. I say quiet because LEDs usually have a heat sink and they often have a fan. And if that fan is annoying, has a bad bearing, it's like loud and, you know. You can't have like a classy vehicle like this and then have noisy bearings. So here's what it comes with. There's the heat sink, there's the fan, a little ballast. And it also came with zip ties, new O-rings, and these gloves. Now this is the new Oxido bulb, and this is the factory bulb. This goes into the car and this seals the back. Now, if you're looking at this, you're like, well, that's not gonna work. How the hell am I gonna get that through there? Worry not, because this comes off so that this can go in there and this goes back on. And now you get to keep your boot and plug in. So we got that in there, and that is a much nicer color and it is way brighter. You probably can't tell on the camera, but this is very dim there to here. And being a gambler, this is gonna go out into the forest. It's gonna go in the mountains, so I really actually want bright lights. And this is not gonna be road legal anyways, because the tires we're about to put on it are not DOT approved. Be used on a closed course only. This zip tie holding the radiator in, that was already here. That's just to let you know, this is a gambler car. We're going very low budget here. Now, but doesn't mean we don't want a grill, and we had one, so we might as well, if any of this lines up, the big if. Look at that. I can't say that's not going anywhere. That's probably going somewhere. No. That's not going anywhere. Now with my new headlights and my skid plate, there's only one tier 0 requirement that I absolutely have to fulfill before I can rally this, and that is new tires. These are not gonna cut it, but don't worry. I have Pirelli Scorpion rally tires right here. And I have these Icon off-road wheels that will fit. I just need to go get those tires put on these wheels. And while I'm at it, I'm gonna get this TPMS sensors installed at the same time. So let's take all of this to Discount Tire. I fit everything in my CRV. Now look guys, I'm not bringing my camera into Discount Tires like some influencer. So you're just gonna have to take my word for it that I go in there and have them put these tires on these wheels for me. And there you go. Now we're ready. Is it perfect? No, but we've got those Scorpion Pirellis. The other two I had were actually not mountable, so I had to buy some Accelera RA 162s in the same size. But with our skid plate, with our rear sway bar, with our Forester suspension, we are ready to rally. There's definitely more that we can do, but we've accomplished everything on my absolutely have to do before we hit the gravel. So stay tuned for Rallycross Fest and anything else I do to this Subaru.